One, don't be a fucking fanboy. You can play them both. It's okay. Two, I think AEW... Oh damn. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Gamers Got Game. I'm your boy Dre. And look, man, you know how we do around here. No sugarcoat. Anyway, look, recently Yukes and AEW put out, you know, just a little snippet, just a little bitty snippet of, you know, what we can expect from their game they're working on over at Yukes and you know, AEW and whatnot. I don't even know what the official name is of this AEW game. Yeah, I'm just calling it the AEW game, AEW wrestling game, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, man, we got the smallest little snippet, and we already got people talking about how, oh my god, man, this is gonna kill 2K's WWE. What is WWE gonna do now? Well, first of all, I am a very fond believer that I don't have to choose any sides. You know, according to the contrary, y'all might feel like you have to choose sides. Y'all might feel like it's got to be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Someone hands you an apple and orange and be like, you want these? And you're like, oh God, do I want the apple or do I want the orange? You know, the orange gives me cancer, or the orange gives me, you know, cankers on my tongue because of the acidic acid. But the apple, on the other hand, has the skin I don't like. Why don't you just take them both, or just don't choose at all, man? I ain't got all goddamn day. Look, that's how some of y'all be acting, man. First of all, bro, AEW's game doesn't have to really have shit to do with WWE's game. Yukes and 2K making two separate shit, man. So yes, they're both pro wrestling games, but that's literally as much as they need to mix. And I will say this, on the back end to that, hopefully this can kind of maybe kick, you know, 2K in their ass a little bit, and maybe, you know, raise that competitive spirit that we all hope they have, and say, and kind of force them to try harder and give max effort when it comes to making WWE games. You know what I'm saying, though? Maybe they'll give us some of that shit we've been asking for if they feel we have another game to go to, right? Look, I'm not disagreeing with that. I think the competition is good. But the thing is let them be competitive. We don't have to be competitive. That's the beauty of this shit. That's the beauty of being a consumer, is we don't have to worry about the marketing. We don't have to worry about how much one sells over the other. Who gives a fuck? Like, people tell me all the time, like, oh my god, AEW, man, you know, their ratings are doing this, WWE's ratings are doing this, and it's like, why do I give a fuck? You know what I'm saying, though? I see AEW, I see NXT, I see Raw, SmackDown, and I can pick and choose which ones I like and which ones I want to follow. And that's as simple as it has to be. I don't need to worry about the war that they have going on. Now, I understand sometimes things in our life get a little boring, and, you know, we need more to look forward to. Okay, I get it. Also, you know, all jokes aside, that whole war, and, you know, if you go back all the way to the Monday Night Wars, that shit's fun, man. It's fun, and it's kind of cool to get into, but not at the expense of, you know, not being able to be a fan or whatever the case is, you know, one, you know, for one versus the other, man. Look, I don't care what brand you watch. I don't care what brand you rock. I'm rocking a PlayStation shirt. I don't give a fuck you playing Xbox or you rock PC. I don't care, bro. But I'll tell you this. I do see two possible distinctions between the two. I will say this. And one of them, as of right now, okay, because we don't really have much on them right now. We don't really have much to go off of, really. They showed us a fucking small snippet. That's what I'm talking about. You guys getting crazy and getting hard-ons over this AEW game, man. Chill the fuck out. Okay, cool. Be excited, man, but don't all that, you know, it's gonna kill WWE shit. Calm the fuck down. Because this is what I think it's gonna come down to. And just kind of hearing the devs talk on one versus the other, I really feel it's going to come down to, I think, and this does not me saying that the AEW game isn't going to be good and it's not going to play well, but it feels like Yukes kind of went back, you know, and I think they hinted at that at one point. Kenny Omega, I think, said that he was kind of wanted this game, or he felt like this game was going to mimic inspiration, I guess the word is I'm looking for, from like No Mercy and some other wrestling games, old school. Dude, No Mercy, one of the funnest wrestling games I've played in my fucking life, bro. And I don't have a problem with that. But I think you need to understand these things going in, man. I think it's going to come down to two simple things. AEW is most likely going to be that game. Hopefully, hey, man, from what I've seen, it looks really good, too. Like, it looked pretty sweet, man. I'm not going to lie. But I think it's really going to come down to AEW is going to have that fun factor that we all love and miss and have been asking 2K and WWE to give us back. But I think for those people who are like, yeah, I like the fun of AEW, but I want to play an authentic wrestling simulator type game, I think that's when you're going to want to go play 2K WWE. And look, I could be wrong. I don't really know shit. Nobody does. But the only people that know anything are the devs. And I don't even sometimes know if they know anything because they haven't fucking put anything out. But let's assume they know what they're doing. And we're just sitting here trying to speculate. My speculation is when you're like, yo, I want that balls to the wall, fucking just fun, crazy antics, but in a pro wrestling form, I think that's when you're gonna want to pop in that AEW. But when you're like, yo, I just feel like, I don't know, I want to feel like a real wrestling simulation type game. That's the mood I'm feeling right now. I think you're gonna pop in that WWE or the 2K WWE. Now, look, that's not to say that AEW can't kind of, you know, draw some of that inspiration and some of that flavor, and WWE can't take some of their flavor once they kind of start maybe seeing what each other's doing. And I'm sure Yukes have seen what WWE's doing, or 2K's doing. The question is, what is 2K going to deliver us this year? Because we don't know. So until we figure out what 2K is going to deliver this year, it's hard to kind of see the route, you know, or the fork in the road, if you would, right? Where they differ, because I think I can kind of see where AEW is going with this. Like I said, the fun factor, less about it feeling like a simulator and more just having a fucking balls to the wall blast when you play it, right? And I think WWE and 2K has kind of gone a different route. And so until we see what 2K is going to give us this year, it's hard to say. But if I had to make a prediction, it would say, 1, don't be a fucking fanboy. You can play them both. It's okay. 2, I think AEW will be what I said. It'll have that fun factor over everything. And I think WWE is going to continue to try to create those authentic simulation type video games. Now, I hope that AEW again will eventually draw some of that flavor and maybe add some authenticity to the flow and the pacing of the game as time goes on. And I hope WWE, hopefully maybe even this year, they deliver that fun factor that's been missing in those games. And obviously on top of all the other technical difficulties that have plagued the fucking game, and a fucking complete overhaul of so much shit. But hey, if you don't know how I feel about some of the other stuff, you can go check out my other 2 videos that I've made on this. All right, guys, look, man, y'all, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you for your time, and until next time, y'all stay easy. Peace out.